The worst devil of the 21st century. There's only one answer: COVID 19. With over 2 million people dead and 100 million people who have caught the virus, over international borders, every man, woman, child has been affected by a single virus. No matter who and where, we have all faced a road of uncertainty and challenges. But the whole world was fighting for the same reasons: the battle of 7.7 billion people against one virus. Despite this tough battle, we still had a weapon of hope. A weapon that couldn't be broken. And that is the weapon of the arts. During the past year and a half, the world has been hit hard by COVID 19. People have had to deal with loss, sickness, and many changes in their daily lives. For example, having to adjust to online schooling, social distancing, and working from home. However, the virus has also had a huge impact on those of us involved in the arts. Lockdown meant no access to studios, social distancing meant performance cancellations, and as museums and theaters closed down, it was a challenge for all of us artists to adjust to this new normal. During the lockdown, all dance studios in Singapore were temporarily closed. This meant that for dancers like me, we have had to dance from home. Trust me, I know the challenges of setting up an office-like environment in your living room, but setting up a dance studio in your living room was a whole new level. At first, I had nothing in my tiny, claustrophobic home studio. I had to use a carpet as my dance floor and a chair as my bar. After an entire month of lockdown, I was finally able to get my hands on a proper dance floor and a bar, where I started to get used to dancing in my tiny flat. With what seemed impossible, I started seeing a clearer path as I continued adapting to this new normal. And this was the same for all dancers, black or white, young or old, from all countries. So despite this difficulty, I can confidently say that us artists from around the world have united to create an inclusive community with one very important focus: to save the arts. To save the arts. In fact, this was a phrase that flowered into the souls of many artists, including me. It was a message of motivation to keep going and to never underestimate the power of the arts. Many opportunities open for millions of dancers around the world to help each other out and to become more open-minded. Many famous dancers have offered to open Zoom classes to students, which strengthened the bonds between dancers with different levels of skill. In fact, throughout the past year and a half, I've had the opportunity to be taught by famous ballet dancers who I've always dreamed of seeing them perform, let alone even being taught by them. But if you keep working hard, dreams can come true. One platform where I was able to achieve this was through a nonprofit organization called Ballet Arts Project, which was specifically created to help international dancers to still achieve their goal during these unprecedented times. I got to make friends through my Zoom lessons in this platform, which was really exciting for me as I've never met dance students from around the world. I had classmates from Finland to USA to UK. I even had an opportunity to perform from my living room in a Nutcracker Christmas concert that they hosted, and got to learn from professional dancers, teachers, and choreographers from world-renowned companies, which gave me a wider perspective of the dance community from the world. This was an example of killing two birds with one stone. It was an opportunity for professional dancers who were unable to perform to earn money, and us students who are not able to meet our usual level of training at home compared to the studios. Here at my school, Dulwich, I was also involved in a project called 13 Choreographers, One Dance. This is where 13 dance students were given an image to interpret and create a dance motif about our feeling towards the pandemic. This was during the circuit breaker, and so this project was done all virtually. And we managed to connect the 13 clips from the 13 dancers to create one dance. Please take a look at the finished video. It truly is an inspirational one. And this really conveyed to us that no matter how difficult the circumstances may be, nothing can stop the arts from dying. And if history was any guide, art has flourished through hardship. The Renaissance era was a good example. Someday, we will look back at this COVID-19 pandemic and realize that many art forms flourished through the time. The virus may be potent to humans, but I am confident that the resilience of us artists will overcome the hardship and will lead to an evolution of various performing art forms. You might have noticed I have had uncountable numbers of once-in-a-lifetime experiences through this hardest of times. But this wasn't any coincidence. It's because us artists never gave up. We did not let the devil overtake our passion. So you can't give up either. No matter how hard the barrier may be to overtake, there is nothing as strong as your will and your passion. If you keep going with your hobbies and passions, even through these hard times, you have the power to encourage and motivate others to do the same and create an expanding, inclusive community where we all become better together. I'll leave you with this thought. When nothing is for sure, everything becomes possible. Thank you.